Well, I'm going to teach you how to use these anchors. So we're going to go through and anchor a lot of emotions. We're going to do 4 of them. They're very quick exercises. These anchors, basically, I want you guys to do this. Before we do the anchor exercise, I want you to think of a time when you were super happy that was very recent, within the last 2 weeks. All right, just think about that time. See what you saw, feel what you felt, hear what you heard when you felt happiness. You got it? I'm willing to bet you're smiling, at least a little bit. Who was smiling? There you go. Okay, you're smiling because it's impossible. It's a natural physiological human reaction. Now, I want you to think of a time where you had a losing trade. All right? Try to experience the emotion of right after getting out of a losing trade, but smile right now. Put on a forced smile and try to think about that emotional repercussion of your last trading loss, but hold the smile on your face. You can't do it, can you? If you really smile and just put all that you can into smiling and focus on that smile, there's nothing negative that could go through your head. This is a physiological and chemical reaction, and it's shocking. It's amazing. All you got to do is smile. That's why people who smile tend to have more positive thoughts. And people say, well, of course you're smiling. You're super rich. But smiling brings you the wealth and the abundance. And it's not rich in monetary purpose. It's rich in spirituality. It's rich in resourcefulness. It's just rich in how you feel. That's how I define rich. That's cool, right? Now, let's use this, and what this exercise really proves to you is that physiology is affected by mind state, but also mind state is affected by physiology. When you smile, you feel happy. When you're happy, you smile. Those two are interchangeable, all right? So is it that hard to believe that by triggering a physiology event, something on your body, you could trigger a mind state? All right, who believes that that's true? Do you believe that by doing something physically, you could trigger a mind state? And if you don't believe it, smile, and you'll see how you feel happy. All right, now, this is what you have to believe that in order for this to work. So what we're going to do is something called the resource anchor. I want you guys to look at your hands, just open up your hands, palms down, and choose a knuckle that you want to use for this. So what it's going to do is when you press that knuckle like a button, it will trigger the emotional state. So when you look at your hands, which one do you want to use? And I'm going to tell you one of them should just pop up naturally. You shouldn't be like, oh, well, I like this one. It should just look at you and say, it's me. Did you guys find one? The one that I use is on my pointer finger on my left hand. That's my resource knuckle for all kinds of awesome stuff. I've anchored it over the last 6 months, and every time I felt super happy, I've anchored it to that. So it's impossible for me to touch it and not smile. I'm doing it right now, and I'm smiling like crazy. Wish you guys could see it. It's pretty nuts, actually. So we're going to create one for you, and you're going to see. All right? So let's, everybody, did someone not choose a knuckle? If you're doing like an earlobe, all right, fine. Try to make it a little bit hidden so people don't know what you're doing. Like, don't do like a monkey pose or like a stretch. Just make it one of your knuckles to start out. All right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to build the anchor on there of confidence. So close your eyes for a moment and just follow the instructions. Can you remember a time when you felt totally confident? Can you remember a specific time? And as you go back to that time now, go right back to that time, float down into your body and see what you saw, hear what you heard, and really feel the feelings of feeling totally confident. Do you feel it? Do you see it, and can you hear it? Good. Now make that 10 times bigger. 10 times bigger, 10 times stronger, 10 times more potent. And as you get into the peak of that emotion, with your other finger, slightly touch your knuckle and hold it there for 5 to 10 seconds. And as the motion starts to fade, remove that finger and let go of the knuckle. All right, what you guys have just done is anchored your knuckle for confidence. Now, it sounds totally crazy that that one little thing could create a mind state, but here's how it works. Over the next 1 week until we meet again, anytime you feel confident, anytime you feel any of these emotions that we anchor, I want you at the peak of that feeling to just touch that knuckle again. And when you anchor more and more live scenarios, real situations, the more vivid your imagination around that event, the stronger the event of confidence you felt, the more likely it will to work right away and very strong and powerfully. I use this anchor. I told you guys I've been anchoring for months now for trading. Anytime I get in a little bit of a rut, I'll tap the button, I get superhuman power, and I make a comeback. Everything, all the negativity just melts away. All right? Did you feel? Wow. You know what's crazy? 2 of you guys said that. One said I felt chills. The other one said I got chills doing that exercise. That's freaking amazing. That's exactly what you should feel. Now, don't touch the knuckle yet. Not yet. All right? Now let's go to the next one. Happiness. So close your eyes once again. And as we do this exercise, I want you guys to put as much, guys and ladies, sorry if I keep saying guys, I want you ladies and gentlemen to put as much as you can into generating a vivid experience. I mean, when you feel happiness, I mean just like a total submerge yourself into it, into that one moment. All right? Relive it. All right? So let's do it again. Can you remember a time when you felt totally happy? All right? Can you remember a specific time that you felt totally happy? And as you go back to that time now, go right back to that time, float down into your body and see what you saw, hear what you heard, and really feel the feelings of feeling totally happy. Can you feel it, see it, hear it around you? Now make that feeling 10 times stronger, 20 times stronger. Amplify it to the point that you feel like you're going to burst of happiness. And slightly tap that same knuckle and hold it. And as that feeling starts to fade, quickly release that knuckle. Come back to now and just open your eyes. You guys are powering up. You're powering up already. Perfect. How did that one feel? So we're about to do another one. Chills again. Amazing. Did you notice that the one that you felt stronger about probably gave you a more activated response? If you had a confidence moment that was stronger or a happy moment that was stronger, that one felt more realistic, sort of. You really kind of got into it and you got more chills. It's crazy. Let's do one more. All right. Don't touch that. When we're doing this, don't touch the knuckle until you get into that peak mental state and you're re-experiencing it, and hold it there for 5 to 10 seconds. And I'm going to give you guys more time to do that before I start talking, just to really get you to feel that effect. All right. Let's talk about motivation. Can you remember a time, close your eyes if you don't mind, can you remember a time when you felt totally motivated? A specific time where you were just really motivated. And as you go back to that time now, go right back to that time and float down into your body and see what you saw when you were totally motivated. Hear what you heard and really feel the feelings of feeling totally, absolutely, and completely motivated. Can you feel it? Just see it and just hear what it sounded like. Now explode that feeling and make it 10, 20, 50 times bigger. So much so that it just wants to burst out of your body with motivation. And when you're at the peak, touch your knuckle, and hold it. And as the feeling starts to wear off, let go and release that anchor. And open your eyes and come back to the room. So what we're trying to go for here is set the anchor as the feeling's really building up and have the anchor right for that peak moment and let go. The second we start to feel the motivation sort of slowly drift down, just let go right away. You want to anchor it to the peak state. All right, one more. All right, let's do powerful. All right, guys, close your eyes one more time. Can you remember a time when you felt totally powerful? Just very powerful. And can you remember a specific time when you were just bursting with power? And as you go back to that time now, going right back to that time, floating down into your body and seeing what you saw, hearing what you heard, and really feel the feelings of feeling totally powerful and absolutely powerful. Can you feel it, see it, hear it, experience absolute power? Now make it 50 times bigger. Just make it explode powerfully. And as you get into that peak, hold the knuckle. And as it wears off, let go. And open your eyes and come back to the room. So let me ask you this. Is every time that you're doing it, do you feel it more and more? Like when you do power and you touch the knuckle, do you feel like a boost of even more than just a powerful situation at its max? You should kind of feel like it's nuts. When I do it, it doesn't work when somebody else does it to me. My fiance sometimes tries to tap it. It doesn't work. It's not the same. It's just the touch that I have. It's your own interpretation of it. It's really strong stuff. All right. Let's do one more. We'll just do the loved one. All right. This one's very important. This one could get emotional for some people. And if it becomes emotional for you, allow it to do that. Allow it to be that, but in a positive way. All right. So, can you remember a time when you felt totally loved? Can you remember a specific time that you felt totally loved, unconditionally loved? And as you go back to that time now, go right back to that time, float down into your body and see what you saw, hear what you heard, and really feel the feelings of feeling totally, truly, and unconditionally loved. Can you feel it? Can you see it and hear it? Make it 10 times bigger. Just feel being loved truly, unconditionally, deeply, without restraint. Now make it 10 times bigger than that and anchor it. And as you stop experiencing it or the feeling starts to subside, let go of the anchor. How did that one feel? All right. Now we're going to do it one last time. Are you guys ready? One last time. This is a special one. Close your eyes. And just very quickly touch your knuckle for 2 seconds. And let go. What did that feel like? Did anyone get like, rather than chills, my whole hand felt warm with love. It's like an adrenaline rush. Ronnie, that's amazing, man. That's exactly what I feel. I tell that to people and then I try to do it in social settings, but it's not the same as being in the comfort of your own home. There's something about doing it at home and starting out there that really makes it real. And then what I want you guys to do this exercise for the next week, this is my challenge for you. Any one of those times that you feel confident, loved, accepted, powerful, motivated, I want you to go in there and touch the knuckle at the peak state of that feeling and re-anchor it. There's nothing wrong with anchoring multiple moments. The more anchors that you throw onto this, the more real life examples, the more vividly imagined ones, the stronger it becomes.